Good morning to one and all. This is Rajeshwar Rao, math faculty. Um this is the last session for polynomials. Till now, we have discussed the polynomial chapter. Last topic is division of polynomials. That is the fourth exercise. All of you know about divisions. So let us take the example 7 divided by 3. 7 divided by 3. So in that 3 table, 3 twos are 6 will come. 3 table, in that 3 table 7 will not go. We have to take the nearest value, that is 3 twos are 6. When you take the division, normal division, this is called divisor and this is called quotient. This is called remainder. This is called dividend. This is called dividend. So dividend, divisor, remainder and quotient. So all of you know about the division rule. Division rule is what? Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So apply here. Dividend is 7 from this division. Divisor is what? 3. Quotient is 2 plus remainder is 1. 7 equal to 3 to 6 plus 1. 7 equal to 7. 7 equal to 7. Verified the division rule. Verified the division rule. Until, so see here, a divisor is 1. Sorry, remainder is 1. Divisor is 3. So when the remainder is less than the divisor, then we have to do the continuous division. When the remainder is less than the divisor, we can do the division continuously. Okay, so how to do the division for polynomials? The same rule we can apply in polynomials also. So this division rule already we have learned in first chapter, that is real numbers. This is called Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma, that is a equal to b cube plus r, where 0 less than or equal to or less than b. Okay, so this is called Euclid's division lemma in first chapter. The same division rule we can apply for polynomials. So all of you know about polynomials. Different types of polynomials are there. Linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial, like that. So in this fourth exercise we are having different models. So one of the model is when they give p of x, g of x, we have to find q of x and r of x. These two they will give. We have to find q of x and r of x. What is p of x? That is dividend. What is g of x? Divisor. And q of x is quotient. R of x is remainder. R of x is remainder. When they will give these two, means by using division, we have to find q of x and r of x. That is the one of the model. And second model is check whether g of x is a factor of p of x or not. How can we say whether it is a g of x is a factor of p of x or not? By remainder we can say. It depends upon the remainder. When the remainder is 0, then g of x is a factor of p of x. When the remainder is 0, g of x is the factor of p of x. When the remainder is not equal to 0, then g of x is not a factor of p of x. G of x is not a factor of p of x. So that is the second model. And third model is some zeros they will give and we have to find the other zeros. This is one of the model. Some of the zeros they will give, other zeros we have to find. Suppose biquadratic polynomial. Total how many zeros are there? There are 4 zeros for that biquadratic polynomial. According to degree we can decide the zeros. Highest degree is 4, that's why 4 zeros will come. 2 zeros they will give, we have to find the remaining 2 zeros. 2 zeros they will give, we have to find the remaining 2 zeros. Suppose if you take the cubic polynomial, if they will give 2 zeros, we have to find the remaining 1 zero. If they will give only 1 zero, we have to find the remaining 2 zeros. Okay, that is the third model. And the last fourth one is according to division rule they will give. What is the division rule? I said dividend equal to, dividend means p of x. P of x equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Nothing is there here. This is dividend, and this is a divisor. This is the quotient. This is remainder. This is remainder. So when they give p of x and r of x, and from these two any one of the polynomial they will give, we have to find the other polynomial. If the g of x they will give along with p of x and r of x, if g of x they will give, we have to find q of x. Sometimes q of x they will give along with r of x and p of x, we have to find g of x. So from these two polynomials, any one of the polynomial they will give, remaining polynomial we have to find. That is the last model. Okay. So, and these are the models are there in this exercise. So let us take the example question from textbook. So p of x, first model this is p of x they will give, they give x power 4 plus 3x square, x power 4 plus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, and g of x equal to, x square plus 1 minus x square plus 1 minus x. So in normal division, what I said, the divisor value is less than the dividend value. The divisor value is less than the dividend value. How to divide, how to justify here which is the divisor and which is the dividend? Whatever, it depends upon degree. There we can say that which is the largest value, that is the dividend, smallest value is divisor. But here depends upon degree, highest degree of the variable. So here the highest degree of the polynomial, that is this polynomial degree is 4, this polynomial degree is 2. So this is the dividend and this is the divisor. This is the dividend and this is the divisor. Now I am doing the division, x power 4. When you are doing the division, one more thing, one more point we have to remember, that is the degree of the polynomial should be in ascending order. Degrees of the variables or should be in ascending order. Here x power 4 is there. Is there any x cube term? There is no x cube term. So actually highest degree is 4. The total term should be 5. Highest degree is 3. The total terms should be 4. Highest degree is 2. Total terms should be 3. So here highest degree is 4. Total terms are 1, 2, 3, 4 only. One term is missing. What is that term? The term is x power 4. X cube term is missing. X square term is here. X power 1 term is here. X power 0 term is here. So constant term is x power 0 coefficient. So now x power 4, x cube term is missing. So in that place, whatever the term is missing, in that place you have to write 0x cube. 0x cube. Suppose x power 4 minus 5 is there. X power 4 minus 5 is there. Some of the terms are missing. 2 or 3 terms are missing here. 3 terms are missing here. So in that case, x power 4 plus 0x cube plus 0x square, degree should be in ascending, descending order, and 0x minus 5 minus 5. When you are doing the division, if you write in this order, there is no confusion in that. Okay. So now here in our question only one term is missing, that is x cube term, and x square term is 3x square plus 5x minus 3. Doing the division with x square, here also we have to verify all terms are here. So x square term, this is highest degree 2, quadratic polynomial, total term should be 3, 1, 2, 3. So x square, now I am writing with x term plus 1 plus 1. When you are taking rearranging the terms here, when you are taking second place, that you can take along with the symbol also, minus x plus 1. Okay. Now when you are doing the division, normal division, if you know the tables, then you can do. But here we don't know the tables. How to find the quotient of this division? So take the first term of dividend and take the first term of divisor. Dividend first term by divisor first term. So x power 4 by x square. X power 4 by x square. When you do the division, 2 times it will go. Your quotient is x square. Now write x square here. X square here. This x square you have to multiply these 3 terms. So x square into x square, x power 4, plus into minus, minus x into x square, that is x cube, x cube, plus into plus, plus 1 into x square, 1x square. Subtraction, when you are doing the subtraction for second polynomial, automatically symbol will change. Here it is plus, automatically it will become minus. Here it is minus, it will become plus. That means this term will become symbol plus. This term symbol is actually plus sign. After subtraction, it will change negative sign. So plus x power 4 minus x power 4 both will cancel. I think already you have learned in 9th class, but I'm explaining once again. So this is 0, leave it about, plus x cube. So plus 3 minus 1 plus 2x square. 3 minus 1, 2, x square term x square. So remaining values you can write here, 5x minus 3. So similarly next again, this what I did here to get the quotient, first term of the dividend by first term of the divisor. Here also first term of the dividend, sorry, not a dividend, this remainder, by first term of the divisor. Until then, up to where we have to do, how many times it will go, then that means the degree of the remainder should be less than the degree of the divisor. But here degree of the remainder, when do the division for this is the remainder, but the degree is 3, here the degree is 2. So when degree is 3, degree is 2, 3 is greater than 2. That's why you have to do again. So x cube by x square, x cube by x square. So first term by first term, here also first term by first term. So x cube by x square means one time it will go. So plus x, plus x. So again this plus x you have to multiply these three terms. When you are multiplying the terms, already I said in the previous session, when you are multiplying the terms, you have to multiply the symbols also. Plus into plus plus, x square into x, x cube. Minus into plus minus, x into x, x square. Plus into plus plus, 1 into x, 1x. Do the subtraction. When you are doing the subtraction, symbols will change. This is a plus sign, it will become minus sign. If it is minus sign, it will become plus sign. Positive sign, it will become negative sign. So both will cancel. Plus 2 plus 1, if there is no coefficient means it will become 1. So plus 2 plus 1, that is 3x square. Plus 5 minus 1, that is 5 minus 1, plus 4x minus 3. So here the degree is 2, here the degree is also 2. But what I said, the degree of the remainder should be less than the degree of the divisor. This is equal. Then we have to take one more time, do the division. So first term of this remainder by first term of this divisor, 3x square by x square. So it will go with 3 times, plus 3 plus 3. Then multiply 3 for this total divisor. Plus into plus plus, 3x square, 3 into x square, minus into plus minus 3x, plus into plus plus, 3 1 ja 3. So now subtraction, symbol change, plus it will become, minus it will become. So now plus 3x square minus 3x square will cancel. 4x plus 3x. 4x plus 3x is 7x. And minus 3 minus 3, that is minus 6. Minus 6. 7x minus 6. This is the division algorithm for polynomial. Here we have to find q of x and r of x. What is q of x here? Q of x equal to x square plus x plus 3. R of x equal to 7x minus 6. So sometimes q of x, some of the students will write here also above the dividend, no problem. You can write here also. This is finding the q of x and r of x. The second model is check whether g of x is a factor of p of x or not. From this example, if you take this example, second model I am explaining with this question only. Check g of x is a factor of p of x or not. So how can we decide? So when you take remainder is 0, then g of x is a factor of p of x. So suppose 7 I said, already I explained I think. No need to explain again and again. So here the remainder is not equal to 0. Then g of x is not a factor of p of x. G of x is not a factor of p of x. If it is, if the remainder is 0, g of x is the factor of p of x. It depends upon this one. So let us take one more example. Whether it is a factor or not, we can see. Now I am taking one more example question from the textbook. So one more example I am taking. So second question, first man, check the first polynomial is the factor of second polynomial or not. Two polynomials they give. First polynomial is t square minus 3. And second polynomial is 2t power 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12. The first polynomial, both are polynomials in terms of t. So in terms of x they give, instead of x they give t. So this is also polynomial in terms of t. First polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial or not. We have to verify. So when we are doing the division here, same division, first we have to check the variables degree is in descending order or not. 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So this is biquadratic polynomial. Total terms should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms are there. Then no problem. And when you comes for this polynomial, highest degree is 2. There is only 2 terms, but we need 3 terms. Missing term is t term. So in the place of t, 0t you can take. So highest degree is 4, highest degree is 2. So this can be considered as dividend. 2t power 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12. So t square plus 0t minus 3. 0t minus 3. Same division. 2t power 4 first term of the division, dividend by first term of the divisor. 2t power 4 by t square. 2 times it will go. So 2t square. Sorry. 2t power 4 by t square. 2t square. So 2t square into t square. This 2t square you have to multiply these 3 terms. 2t power 4 plus 0 into that thing 0t cube. 0 into anything 0, but t cube term, that's why I wrote here t cube. Minus into plus, minus 3 2s are 6t square. 6t square. In our textbook they left here the term here 0t cube. So if you left the term, some of the children will get confused. That 6t square will write before the below the 3t cube term. 3t cube term. That's why I'm writing here minus 6t square here and 0t cube here, d0t cube here. So do the subtraction, symbols will change, minus minus plus, both will cancel. 3 minus 0, 3 only, that is 3t cube, minus 2 plus 6, minus 2 plus 6, that is minus 4t square, minus 2 plus 6, that is plus 4t square, plus 4t square. Remaining values you can write as it is 90 minus 12. So 3t cube by t square, 3t cube by t square, t square one time, so that is plus 3t, multiply here again, 3t cube 0 t square minus into plus minus 3 3s are 90 minus minus plus, that's it. So now these two will cancel, 4 minus 0 4t square, these two will cancel, minus 12, minus 12. That means when there is a cancellation for these two terms, then you can write 0 to minus 12. So degree of these two terms, degree of these two polynomials are equal. 4t square by t square. It will become 4t square by t square. T square cancel, plus 4 plus 4. So 4t square plus 0t minus 12. So minus minus plus. So both will cancel, both will cancel, both will cancel. So your remainder is 0. Your remainder is 0. According to the remainder, we can say that the divisor is the factor of dividend. Divisor is the factor of dividend. So here you can write the conclusion. Hence the remainder is 0. Then divisor is the means the first polynomial is the factor of the second polynomial. First polynomial is the second factor of the second polynomial. This is the another question. And third model is they will give two zeros. So in your textbook example question is there and exercise question is there. Two questions are there, two model questions. I will explain exercise question. By quadratic, they gave quadratic polynomial with two zeros. We have to find the remaining two zeros. So the question is obtaining all other zeros. Obtaining all other zeros of a biquadratic polynomial when two zeros are root of 5 by 3 minus root of 5 by 3. So given that the polynomial is obtaining all other zeros, obtaining all other zeros, that means two zeros they give, and we have to find the remaining zeros. Remaining how many they give? Quadratic polynomial total 4 zeros, 2 zeros they give means remaining are 2 zeros. So 3x power 4 plus 6x cube plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 minus 10x minus 5. If two zeros are square root of 5 by 3 and minus square root of 5 by 3, square root of 5 by 3 and square root of minus square root of 5 by 3. Okay, some of the children will take the negative sign in the root. So if the negative sign in the root, that is in imaginary number, we cannot estimate that value. That's why don't write the negative sign inside the root. We should write outside the root. So those are the two zeros. Let the two zeros are alpha and beta. So alpha and beta means x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of given polynomial. So now when you take x minus alpha, alpha means what? I'm taking minus 5 by 3, and beta means what? Minus square root of 5 by 3. Alpha is square root of 5 by 3 and beta is minus square root of 5 by 3. So let us take alpha is minus 5 by 3, then x minus square root of 5 by 3 and x minus of minus plus square root of 5 by 3. So whenever these two are the factors for the given polynomial, automatically the product is also factor of the given polynomial. Understand? That means suppose 14 I am taking, not 14, 98 I am taking. So 2 into 7. 2 and 7. 2 and 7 are the factors of the 98. 2 and 7 are the factors of the 98. At the same time, the product of 2 and 7 is also factor of the 98. 2 and 7 is what? 14. 2 and 7 is 14. 2 and 7 are the factors of 98. At the same time, 14 is also, 14 means product of these two is also factor of 98. Similarly, and here these two are the zeros, means x minus alpha and x minus beta, x minus square root of 5 by 3, x minus of minus plus square root of 5 by 3. These two are the factors, means the product of these two also factor of given polynomial. Then we can say that from these two multiply product, means a minus b into a plus b form, a square minus b square, square root get cancel, x square minus 5 by 3, x square minus 5 by 3. So here the denominator is 0. In the previous session already I said denominator should be 0. Then we have to take multiply with 3. Then it will become 3x square minus 5. 3x square minus 5. So this is also factor of the given polynomial. This is also factor of the given polynomial. So by using these two polynomials, do the division, we'll get the remaining zeros. We'll get the remaining zeros. So now I am taking this is p of x and this is g of x. Let us take, let p of x equal to 3x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5, and g of x equal to 3x square minus 5. So do the division of p of x with g of x, then we'll get the quotient. Then we'll get the quotient. From that quotient, we'll get the remaining factors. We'll get the remaining factors. Now I am erasing this one only for the division purpose. These two only I will write here. These two only I will write here. So 3x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. 3x square plus 0x minus 5. Already I said when you are writing the polynomial, you have to verify the degree of the variable should be in descending order. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So here 2, 1, 0. So do the normal division. How to do the division? 3x power 4 by 3x square. 3x power 4 by 3x square. 3, 3 cancel, x square. 2 times it will go. Your quotient is x square. So multiply x square with all these three terms. 3x square into x square is 3x power 4. 0, that is 0x cube. Minus into plus minus 5x square. Negative sign, positive sign. So change the signs. Both will cancel. Plus 6 minus 0, that is 6. X cube term is x cube. Minus 2 plus 5. Minus 2 plus 5, that is plus 3x square. Plus 3x square. Bring down these two terms. Minus 10x minus 5. Again do the simplification of first term of this remainder with the first term of this divisor. 6x cube by 3x square. 3 2s are 6, x square one time only. So 2x. Multiply 2x with all these terms. 6x cube plus 0x square plus into minus. Minus 5 2s are 10x. 5 2s are 10x. And change the symbol. Change the symbol. These two will cancel. 3 minus 0 is 3, x square term. Minus 10 plus 10 will cancel. 0x minus 5. 3x square by 3x square. 3x square by 3x square means 1 automatically, plus 1. So this is 3x square plus 1 means as it is 0x minus 5. When you do the division, change the symbols. So these two we can cancel, these two we can cancel, these two also we can cancel. Here the remainder is 0. Already I said in the second model, the remainder is 0, then definitely this is the factor of this polynomial. When the remainder is 0, this is the factor of this polynomial. Now we need to find the remaining two zeros. From this quotient we can find the remaining two zeros. How to find the remaining two zeros from this quotient? So write the quotient. What is the quotient here? That is x square plus 2x plus 1. So this is the quotient. For this quotient, do the splitting middle term or factorization method. Then you'll get the two factors. Those are the factors of the remaining factors of the polynomial. So same, 1 into 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1 jar 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So x square plus 1x plus 1x plus 2. I splitted the middle term like this. So take common x plus 1. Right, as it is x plus 1 here, plus 1. So this is x plus 1 if you take common, x plus 1. So x plus 1 into x plus 1. X equal to minus 1 and x equal to minus 1. So two zeros I got here. What are those? Minus 1 and minus 1. So for this biquadratic polynomial, already they gave two zeros. That is square root of 5 by 3 and minus square root of 5 by 3. Those are the two zeros, and the remaining two zeros are minus 1 and minus 1. By using this method, we can find the remaining two zeros. Now the last model is very important model. This one very important question. So first they will give two zeros. Two zeros means let us take alpha, one of the zero, and beta another zero. X minus alpha, x minus beta are the factors of the given polynomial. That means x minus square root of 5 by 3, x minus into minus plus square root of 5 by 3. It will become x minus square root of 5 by 3 into x plus square root of 5 by 3, x square minus 5 by 3, a square minus b square formula. So x square minus 5 by 3 means dividend, that denominator is 3. Denominator is 3 means in the previous session I said multiply with k, multiply with 3, then you will get the quadratic polynomial, required quadratic polynomial, that is 3x square minus 5. Do the division of given polynomial with the 3x square minus 5, you will get the quotient. From this quotient, do the splitting the middle term method, then you will get remaining two zeros. Already they gave two zeros. These are the remaining two zeros. Finally, you can write the conclusion. The remaining two zeros are minus 1 and minus 1. Therefore, the total zeros are square root of 5 by 3, minus square root of 5 by 3, and minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1, minus 1. So, last model is last one is what I said, division rule. I said p of x equal to g of x into r of x, sorry, q of x plus r of x. What I said here, they will give p of x, r of x. From g of x and q of x, any one value they will give, one polynomial they will give. If this polynomial they give, we have to find this polynomial. If this polynomial they give, we have to find this polynomial. Okay, so in your textbook they give one of the question, that is on dividing one of the polynomial they give, the polynomial is x cube minus 3x square, x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 plus x plus 2, and dividing this polynomial by g of x, by g of x. So g of x they did not give here. G of x, the quotient and remainder were, and q of x they gave. Q of x is x minus 2 and r of x is minus 2x plus 4, and r of x is minus 2x plus 4. Minus 2x plus 4. We have to find g of x. On dividing the polynomial by g of x, and dividing the polynomial by g of x. The quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4. Then find g of x. Then find g of x. Now we know the division rule. By division algorithm, p of x equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So substitute whatever the polynomials they give, here you can substitute. So what is the p of x? This one, x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 equal to, what is g of x? We have to find, right, as it is g of x. What is the q of x? Q of x is x minus 2 plus r of x. R of x is minus 2x plus 4. We have to keep in bracket. Why I kept in bracket here? Here already addition sign is there. If you are not writing the bracket here, addition sign and subtraction sign will become one after the other. And here also I kept a bracket. If you did not keep the bracket here, g of x will multiply only with x. If you keep the bracket, g of x multiply with total 2 terms. Don't forget to give the brackets. So now here how many terms are there? 2 terms. So this is one term, this is another term. To find the g of x, first you have to take this minus 2x plus 4 on this side. So minus 2x plus 4 on this side. We need to find the g of x. So make g of x as a subject. Make g of x as a subject. Minus 2x plus 4, you can take this side. Then this polynomial as it is, x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. If we take other side, this minus 2x will become plus 2x plus 4 will become minus 4 equal to remaining values are g of x, remaining term this is into x minus 2 into x minus 2. Do the simplification, like terms are here. X cube term only one term is there, x cube, x square only one term, that is also minus 3x square. X two terms are there, plus 2x plus x, that is plus 3x. 2 minus 4 minus 2, that equal to g of x into x minus 2. Now we need to find the g of x value. Make g of x as subject. G of x as subject. Then x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 by x minus 2. Here g of x minus 2 is multiplying with the g of x. When it will come this side, it will become divide. So to find g of x, we need to divide this polynomial with x minus 2. This cubic polynomial with linear polynomial. Now do the division, same procedure. Then you will get the quotient. Whatever the quotient is there, that is the g of x. So this is the last model. We'll do the division here. There is no space, that's why I'm erasing this one. Only I will write here these two polynomials. So I'm dividing x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 with x minus 2. Already identified the degrees of the variables. Already they are in descending order. No need to write along with 0. So x cube, x square, x power 1, x power 0, x power 1 and x power 0. So now do the normal division. What is the division? What is the division? That is x cube by x. X cube by x. Do the cancellation. That is x only one time it will go. X square. X square. Multiply this x square with this divisor. We'll get the sum of the terms here. X square into x, that is x cube, minus into plus minus 2x square minus plus. Both will cancel. This is minus 3 plus 2. Minus 3 plus 2 means minus 1. This is x square term. Bring down these two values. 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2. Now similarly, this first term divide with this term. Minus 1x square by x. Identify here, when you are taking this term, definitely you have to take along with symbol also, along with symbol also. So minus 1x square by x minus 1x. So multiply here, minus into plus minus 1x square minus into minus plus 2x. Change. Then both will cancel. 3 minus 2, 1x minus 2. Again 1x by x, 1x by x plus 1. So 1x minus 2 minus plus. These two will cancel. These two will cancel. Here the remainder is 0. Here the remainder is 0 means whatever the quotient is there, that is the g of x for you. That is the g of x for you. So already here I wrote x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 by x minus 2 I wrote here. So the answer is quotient. What is the answer? G of x. G of x is what? Then g of x equal to x square minus 1x plus 1. Minus 1x plus 1. So x square minus 1x plus 1 is the g of x. These four models we are having from the exercise, last exercise. And one more question is there regarding that degrees. See there, that is the last question, fifth question. So give the examples of polynomial p of x, g of x, q of x, r of x. We have to give the examples: g of x, p of x, q of x, r of x, and such that degree of p of x equal to degree of q of x. Degree of, first question is degree of p of x equal to degree of q of x. Degree of p of x equal to degree of q of x. Now I am taking the small examples. Those are p of x, let p of x equal to 2x plus 4 I am taking. 2x plus 4, and g of x equal to 2 I am taking. 2 I am taking. Because of that, why? Because how do I know to take these values only? So what is the common factor for these two terms? 2. When you divide g of x with p of x, definitely will get x plus 2. So what is the degree of p of x? 1. What is the degree of that after taking the common 2? That is also 1. That is q of x. See here, p of x, by using division algorithm they are saying. So p of x is 2x plus 4 divided with 2. Then 2x by 2. 2x by 2. First 2x by 2 only. Then 2x by 2. X. Then 2x. Bring down 4. 4 by 2 plus 2. 2 2s are 4. That is the division. So what is the degree of this p of x? 1. Degree of p of x equal to 1. Degree of q of x is also 1. Identify this degree. This degree is also 1. When you take the common factor for any polynomial p of x, then with that common factor, if you divide, definitely will get the same degree. Okay, so that's why I am taking these two examples. This is the first question, and similarly we can take the same example for last third question also. What is the third question from that? So degree of r of x equal to 0. We have to take the examples. Degree of r of x equal to 0. If you take the same polynomial p of x equal to 2x plus 4, g of x equal to 2, now do the same division. Then finally, no need to write p of x and q of x. They are asking degree of r of x. So what is the degree of r of x here? 0. Degree of r of x is 0. Okay, that means the remainder is 0. Remainder is 0. So 2x plus 4 divide x plus 2, 2x plus 4, x plus 4. So you can take the same example for this also. Now if you go for second question, what is the second question? Degree of q of x equal to degree of q of x equal to degree of r of x. Now I am taking the example p of x equal to minus x square plus 3 and g of x equal to x plus 1. Degree of q of x equal to degree of r of x, they are asking r of x. So x square plus 3 divide with x plus 1. Then x square minus x square by x. One time it will go minus x. Minus, there is no x square term here, then left leave here the x term. So minus x square minus x plus 3, bring down here, that is. So plus, so x plus 3, x plus 3. So degree of q of x. What is the q of x here? Minus x. What is the degree here? 1. And the degree of r of x is also 1. Degree of r of x is also 1. By taking these examples, so we can do the fifth question also. So these are the concept related questions are there in fourth exercise. So till now we completed the fourth session also. So we have completed the polynomials, total 4 exercises. Introduction of the polynomial, first exercise, and second exercise graph of the polynomials, and third exercise is relation between zeros and quotients, and fourth exercise is division algorithm. One of the important blank for half mark, that is number of the zeros of this polynomial. So wherever the graph touches the x-axis, means how many times the graph touches the x-axis, those many zeros will come. This graph means this curve touches the x-axis one time here, another time here, another time here. Then so zeros are 3. Suppose the graph like this, 2 zeros. Graph touches the, means intersects the x-axis into different points. So that's why zeros equal to 2. How many zeros for this polynomial? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So zeros equal to 6. Zeros equal to 6. So if it never touches the x-axis, so no zeros. If it touches the x-axis at one point only, there is only 1 0. That means equal 0. There is only 1 0, that is equal 0. Based on this diagram, so one of the 1 mark half mark bit will come. So don't forget about this diagrams. And downward parabola, upward parabola, you remember, I think, when it is upward parabola and when it is downward parabola. So it depends upon its a value. A value means it is a quadratic polynomial. Parabola means ax square plus bx plus c. Already we completed, just I am revising that main important points. So based on, depends upon the x square coefficient. When a is greater than 0, downward parabola. When a is less than 0, that is downward parabola. A is less than 0 already explained. When the a value is negative, then downward parabola. And in third session I explained the first question, that is when a is greater than 0, I explained in second session. So now these are the different graphs of the polynomials. I think hope you understand about the polynomials. If you, once again I am telling, if you more concentrate on the concept, then you can do the solutions. Try to understand the concept. Try to understand the concept in any chapter. If you understand the concept, you can do the solutions. If you do not understand the concept, you cannot do the solutions. Thank you one and all.